All right. Hey everybody. Random live on a Friday night. Got Phantasm with me. Say hi to everybody, bud.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So we're just gonna talk some shop and drink some drinks and pick some locks and hang out and let me get my channel up here so I can see what you guys are saying to me since we use Restream for all this. So what you got there? That looks like is that a 83?
It's a Lockwood 334
Oh,
B45.
okay. That one I've got one of those that Swamp Picker sent me, and that
Uh-huh.
thing is just kicking my butt. I cannot get it.
I think I got a really easy one, and I wish I. There we go. Oh, hey, there we go. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So sorry. This one, I think I got a really easy one. I mean, if I look at the bidding, see, you can see that it's like,
Okay, yeah, mine's
yeah,
mine's a little more jigsaw than that.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Labs is
This
here,
one,
Sarah's here, Swamp's here. What's up, y'all?
I do really like the feedback on these ones, though. Um,
Yeah, I've been enjoying working on it. I just need to sit down and like give it half an hour, not pick it up for 5 minutes. Go, oh, I'm gonna go do something else.
yeah.
So, I actually figure I might try my shot. I've got a couple challenge locks that have been sitting on my desk way too long. That Swamp I need to get out to you. Airways #2 and Crow Llama's Malice in Wonderland. I was talking with who was I talking with yesterday? Was that you that's going to send me a couple more
I am.
Phantasm?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah, you've got an
Elroy's, and
Elroy's
I've
and
got
a
Wild Billiam 6 shooter.
yeah. So I've got two more coming in, so I need to get these, give them a shot and move them on, whether I get them or not.
I need to
Yeah,
see. I need to get more
thanks,
of them. I
Swamp.
actually.
He goes, I made sure you got a nice bidded one, Rebel. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, asshole. So for what it's worth, when I was out working today, I was out near the place that I bought all the. For those of you that have seen my Avis 83s that I'm selling on the Lock Bazaar, those zero bidded ones,
Mhm.
um, I ended up getting the same CNC machine that Green Tools has been using,
Oh,
and I
nice.
bought the laser for it. So I'm going to try experimenting laser engraving stuff, and I also want to try my hand at doing some cutaways. But I just went and
Nice.
the place I found had a screaming deal on these, so I went and bought them out. I probably spent a little more than I should have, but I got like 80 locks.
That's cool. Wow.
So we'll see if I come up with a uh, repeatable thing where I can put this in and it
Yeah.
carves it all out the way I want it, and then on the other side I'll do a whether I do my skull and crossbones but if somebody wants one that's a cutaway with their stuff on it, whatever. Um, I'm going to make those, or if I can't do it, I'm just going to send them to Green and have him turn them into cutaways for all the lock holders and give away stuff that he's always doing.
That's really cool. Yeah.
And then since Sarah's here, Sarah will show off your box. So we currently have, for those of you who don't know, just like I was doing with Rabbi end of last year, we're going to get a care package, if I can speak, going out to Sarah. So she's got a Master 140. She's got a yellow belt American 5200 that's US stamped.
Nice.
We've got the same Avis I was just showing, that zero bidded one. She's got one of those coming. I haven't done anything to it, but she's got one of those. And then Grouchy Lenny had me drop shipped. He sends dice out to everybody. He's kind of a D&D player. So you got some dice coming, Sarah.
That's really
And then
cool.
he said he was sending something for me too. So he got me this patch. I just said that was
Nice.
left unsupervised. That is unfortunately appropriate. So
Nice. I like it.
anyway, anybody watching this, or if anybody jumps in later that wants to kick in, reach out to me on Discord. I'll get you my address. If you want to send anything to Sarah, I am the collection point, and we're going to get this out to her later this month. I don't know if Green is sending me Sarah's lock and then I'm sending it to you, or if he's sending it to you directly, Sarah. But Sarah's gonna she's putting in for her night watch from Lockjaw.
Oh, very
So
cool.
when that comes in, they won't ship overseas. That's going to come to me, and that's when I'll get all her stuff to her. So
Nice. I got to
And-
do that one still.
and opens and open.
Yeah, we just did. Been working with some of the Shacklemen, and we just did a patch. It's up on my website for Stu designed it, but it's open is open, off is off, so you can get that.
Okay, nice.
We're checking to see the quality. I got this one done from the same company, and it's pretty good. It doesn't have Velcro on the back. I wish we would, but
Yeah.
probably.
All right, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I just spilled my beer, so I need to go grab a towel real quick. Right back.
Party foul. I'm not very entertaining, guys. That's why I don't do lives. I don't know what to talk about. Sarah, what's your favorite color? Oh, let's see anything coming in.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry to leave you alone, Phantasm.
Not a worry. I was asking Sarah what her favorite color is. Might have to send a case out her way.
Well, if you're going to send anything to her, just include it in my package whenever you send it to me.
Hey, Labs. I'm doing well, man. How you doing?
All right, I'm going to catch up on chat, and for what it's worth, I will let me put a link in chat for anybody to join us if they want.
Blue and purple.
Hold on, let me figure this out. Invite guests, copy link. There we go. And we're going to pin that. If anybody feels like jumping in, just pin the invite link. And let me catch up on everything. All right, so if Swamp, if you're still in here, Labs is saying he wants to try Mouse in Wonderland. So after Swamp, if you would, kind sir, when you're done with it, Swamp, send it to Labs. He's next in the queue.
Yeah, I don't have one either, Sarah. I've got a bunch. I think that's why I have like piles and piles of cloth.
All right,
Yeah,
Lord
one second, I'm
Kodiak,
gonna grab a couple things.
Chuck Soup's in the house. Thank you for joining us. I've got that tattoo. Alcohol abuse, absolutely, Chuck. I am rightly chastened. All right, Sarah says blue and purple.
I just finished this one for somebody. It's a modification of the Phantom case. I was going to go blue to white, but haven't been opening anything lately. So anyways, there's that one. But really dig this color of blue. It really pops with the white stitching.
Nice. Have you been messing around? I think it was Greyhound gave me the idea, but on my giveaway, I had put those Cobra buckles on the case.
Yeah, so
the
one that so I'm making you the multicam one, and I was going to throw these on there.
Oh, for the one you're making me, okay.
Yeah, these aren't the actual brand Cobra, but they're like it.
No.
I've been trying to find. These are actually like really good quality from what I can tell.
Yeah, so I think that's what I got off Amazon, like $10 for them, 10, 12
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cobra, the actual Cobra brand, those buckles are like $50 a piece, and I don't think they make them that small. They're meant for like belt buckles, like the 2 inches, the smallest Cobra goes.
I thought about doing one, the folding cases with a single strap in the middle. That would be the 2-inch, but it's just, it seems too bulky, and these get too heavy. So I did find these, found a place on I think the place where the guy on Amazon's getting them. So I'm looking at getting those shipped over, but
Nice.
they take a while. So those ones are going on your case.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody always talks about the buckles. I mean, the plastic ones, they work.
They work. They're definitely lighter.
Yeah.
Me, former military, and I was trying to do something to kind of make the case,
Mhm.
a little different. And Greyhound come up with the idea, and I'm like, let's try it. I like it.
Yeah, when he showed me, I was like, dude, that's cool. I got I don't know where they are. Let's see if I can find them real quick. I also got some of these kind, the G hooks,
Oh, yep.
that I was looking at possibly using these, but these ended up being way bigger than the little buckles. So
Yeah, those look pretty stout.
yeah, so I'm like, I probably won't use them, but
Nice. All right. Well, we've got a few people here, so this is my first live with Phantasm, but we had him and I talked about it a few days ago, so I actually got the chance to write his short story. So we're going to go ahead and show that to y'all, and then after this, I'm going to release it on YouTube, but you'll see it here first. So let me pull this up real quick. Let me find the tab. And Phantasm, let me know if you can hear it. You should be able to hear it. I think I sorted out my audio issues from the last video I did.
okay. Yep.
In the old brick apartments above a sleepy hardware store lived a phantasm named Wisp, an invisible, mildly glowing ghost with a talent that surprised absolutely no one once they heard it. He was the best lock picker in the city. Wisp hadn't always planned on becoming a supernatural locksmith. In life, he'd been a hobbyist tinkerer with a fondness for puzzles. In death, he discovered that ghost fingers were excellent for delicate work. They could pass through metal just enough to feel the pins inside a lock, like reading Braille written by a very nervous spider. He also picked up an unexpected side hobby, sewing. Late at night, when the city slept, Wisp floated into the hardware store below and gently borrowed scraps of leather, canvas, and colorful thread. With ghostly needles that stitched without piercing his fingers, a perk of being incorporeal, he crafted beautiful lockpick tool rolls. Each one was unique deep blues stitched with silver moons, warm browns lined with soft felt, bright reds embroidered with tiny keys. He never kept them. Instead, he secretly gifted them to honest locksmiths and aspiring lockpickers who respected the craft. Inside every roll was a tiny stitched message. Tools are for skill, not mischief. By dawn, the materials were always returned, neatly stacked with an extra spool of thread as thanks. Wisp used his talents for a special mission, correcting minor acts of delinquency with maximum embarrassment and minimum harm. One evening he floated into the apartment of Mr. Crandall, a man who had developed the bad habit of stealing his neighbor's packages and pretending they were misdelivered blessings. As Crandall snuck back inside with a suspiciously familiar box of gourmet cookies, Wisp slipped through the lock with a cheerful click. The next morning, Crandall awoke to find every single item in his apartment neatly labeled with sticky notes. This is not yours. His slippers? Labeled. His toothbrush? Labeled. The stolen cookie box? Sitting on his chest with a note that read, "Seriously." Folded neatly beside was one of Wisp's handmade tool rolls empty, except for a single cookie and a tag that read, "Return what you take. Keep the cookie." Crandall returned the packages that day, muttering about haunted arts and crafts. Wisp's favorite target, however, was a teenager named Lenny, who liked to carve his initials into park benches. One night, as Lenny approached a fresh bench with his pocket knife, he found the knife missing from his pocket. It was suddenly locked inside a small glass display case that had appeared on the bench. Inside the case, the knife sat on a velvet cushion with a plaque. Exhibit A, the world's tiniest act of vandalism. A tiny, ghostly spotlight shone on it. Passing joggers applauded politely. Lenny turned the color of a ripe tomato. When the display vanished, the knife reappeared wrapped in a compact canvas tool roll, embroidered with crossed needles and keys. Inside was a coupon for a woodworking class and a note. Make things, don't ruin them. Lenny never carved another bench. Wisp never stole, never harmed, and never frightened anyone more than absolutely necessary. He simply nudged people back onto the better path with a flair for theatrical comedy, and occasionally a thoughtfully crafted gift. Around the city, locksmiths quietly treasured their mysterious tool rolls, wondering about the anonymous artisan who understood their craft so perfectly. At night, Wisp drifted above the rooftops, listening to the gentle chorus of properly returned shopping carts and respectfully quiet hallways. He glowed a little brighter each time someone chose to do the right thing without supernatural encouragement. And in a small workshop corner of the hardware store, scraps of fabric floated and folded themselves into another beautiful roll, stitched by invisible hands. Wisp hummed softly as he worked, content to be a mischievous guardian of good behavior, and a ghostly craftsman, one perfectly picked lock and one carefully sewn seam at a time. Maybe he could actually make a business out of it. He would call it Phantasm Industries.
That was fantastic, man.
You like it?
Totally. Like, yeah, I'm like speechless. Cookies are my love language.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, totally.
Then okay.
And yeah, no, dude, that was like totally hit home. Wow. I love that. I'm gonna make that patch. I'm gonna make that patch and I'm gonna start sewing it into cases. That was great. I love that.
Funny.
The shopping cart thing got me. I used to post pictures of people who would like, or like when you're in the grocery store or you're out in the parking lot, they would leave the cart like a space away from the shopping cart return.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't even put like. I understand if you don't want to take it all the way back to the store, that's what the returns are for, but at least put it in the return. Come on.
Yeah. And I would take pictures when people would, like, there was one where it's like shopping cart return, there's a space, and then the cart is sitting right there. And I'm like, you literally had 5 feet. Like you were so close. I don't know.
Yeah.
That one bugs me. Laziness bugs me. Okay, got that one. Now I got to pick a.
So you got yours? Nice.
I got it. Got it right before the story started. I just set this up on, so this is a Harbor Freight device, and I got this off of Amazon.
Yeah.
Just a little bar in this and hooked it up, and it holds these things so much better than the other part. My dog got a hold of the other part and tore up the plastic on there. So.
Okay. Yeah, I've got one each. I've got the standard Harbor Freight. I haven't changed out the top of it, but I've got that one, and then I've got my chuck vise with the small rig clamp on it. But I've never thought about trying to put a small rig on the chuck.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the
or on the
that ball has a Allen key in it, and then or Allen screw, and then inside it, that whole thing just comes right out. I got a, what is it, a 1/4 -20 by 3/4 of an inch screw and a lock nut on the inside. You flip it over and put it in backwards. I'll do a video on it. I'll make it easier.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gives a little more weight than some of the other stuff. I'm picking on a magic mat right now. Should have locked it down.
Cool. I'm going to change over to my thing here. I'll do a little pictures with you.
I had an idea for the ULC stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it out there.
Yeah, let me grab, hold on. If I don't write stuff down, I don't remember it. Give me a second.
Not committing to this yet, but we'll see when we get closer towards the end. I had the idea that so these Brinks brass locks are basically the equivalent of a Master 140 on the.
Okay.
It's really shiny in here. Wow. Yeah, these ones. These are yellow belt locks, just like the 140.
Okay.
And these are 406s that I'm going to be using in my 30 days of lotto. Also, they're already tagged. These are actually used ones, and their keys are really messed up. These are hard to pick. So you have yellow and you have green. I don't have enough orange belt locks. That's what I got to figure out. I was going to talk to the other guys, other sponsors, and see what they thought. I have 9 of these and 10 of these. I can grab another one of these. I had thought about potentially for the finals, the last round,
Okay.
boxing up the locks, sealing them with the Phantasm Industries tape, and sending them out to each of the finalists a couple days before the competition. And then at the beginning of their first heat, they'll cut the tape open. So none of them get to practice with the locks ahead of time. That way it's kind of evens that out.
Yep.
They don't get to pick bidding. They don't get to pick anything like that. They just go raw. I don't know. I just thought it might be fun, but you guys
I like
talk
that
about it.
idea. So I'll let a little cat out of the bag. No promises for anybody watching this live or anybody that's going to watch this in the future. But one of the things we were talking about, and this is just a potential, this is just an idea. I reiterate, just an idea. We haven't done this yet. But what we're talking about trying to do is, as one of the prizes for making it to the final, potentially, again, I'm trying to stress this, to get Packlock or someone to say sponsor the champion.
Mhm.
And what I'm hoping to get is a bunch of like 98 pros.
Mhm.
And then we're going to get with 44 Delta or somebody that's got a laser engraver, get them engraved with the ULC logo, season 1.
Nice.
And like what you're talking about is send them the package that they, it's going to have a very particular packaging and tape on it that's not easy to get.
Mhm.
So you must open it on screen so that we know you haven't had time to practice with it.
Yep.
But then you get to keep that lock as part of the championship. But yeah, if you guys, if you want to get with any of the other sponsors and make the entire run locks that they haven't had a chance to practice with,
Yeah, that would be fun.
we can definitely get in the background chat on the Discord server for the we've got if we don't have it, I'll get with G Key and we'll get an area on the server where the sponsors and the founders and the admins can all talk behind the scenes. But we would definitely be down to coordinate something like that because we've got something similar in mind. We just need to, we're hoping to do a few competitions. We're hoping that we've got I got to go double check, but last I checked, we had 8 competitors. I know we've had a few more apply since then. We're hoping that every heat is full and it kind of does well. And that way, when we approach these people, they'll see what kind of impact it's having and how many people are playing, and it grows a little better. So,
Joker, you're ready. Sarah, you're ready. You can just do it. Just jump in and do it. That's what I would encourage you to go ahead and try. I'll send you, or you're sending her a master lot or a lotto, right? 410 already.
I'm getting her 140.
Oh, that's right.
There go my dogs. I'm sending her a 140, so she's getting the yellow belt. But as far as what we're using for the competition, I don't have spares of anything else. And honestly, the lottos, man, they just kick my butt.
Okay, I'll send those over for Sarah.
Cool.
No
Lord Kodiak is asking how many locks are being set up for the engraving. So for the competition, to be honest, what I'm going to try and do is get if Packlock's willing, we need at least 10 for the competitors, but I'm hoping to get 15. Labs came up with the idea. Cheese and Grits has been working behind the scenes. G Keyman's been running our Discord for us, helping us build things. The sponsors, I want to be able to give some to some extra people for everything they're doing to help make this competition happen. So I'm hoping 15 to 20, but as long as I can get 10 for the competitors, that's what we were our bare minimum ask, but I'm hoping for more, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think Packlock will do the engraving for you too, if you ask them. So they might
Oh,
they
and
might do
if they
both.
could,
Yeah.
or even if they're willing to do it, at cost versus, I'll just get 20 locks at cost. You
Yeah.
know, we'll do a pass the hat, or I'll just, Cheese and Grits and myself and Labs can cover the cost, or we're going to try and figure out. We want Cheese and Grits is going to make shirts for all the championship competitors. So we're trying to figure out, we didn't want to charge anybody, but at the same time, we got stuff to try and, make it cool for everybody and get stuff. So, um, who knows? We might start maybe season 2. We'll have a entry fee of, if you want to be a competitor, it's $20 for the year, and then you can enter all the competitions you want for $20, but all that money goes back to the winners. So it's not like we're making anything. It's just to
Yeah.
get prizes. But this year we're just going to cover it and make it happen. So
Yeah. When you guys were
what's up, NTD? He says, pinch me. Am I dreaming?
What's up,
Nope,
brother?
Phantasm finally got a webcam just to get on with yours truly. I feel
Yup.
like somebody.
Yeah, not too dead. I just sent out his handcuff case. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I got to post the video to YouTube. It's on the Instagram, and I think I put it in the LPU's cases. But yeah, really cool case. Really
Nice.
happy with the way that turned out. What was I going to say? Okay, so I'm sending one of these. I'm going to set this stuff aside so I don't forget. But okay, that way she can compete.
Cool.
Yeah, I think like when I first watched the video, I was like, this is really like, it reminded me of the early days of the UFC when it was first taken off, because we all watched that back then, and it was a ton
Somebody
of
actually reached out to me and said, be careful, you might get sued. That's a little too close to the UFC, and they are very litigious. So
yeah. ULC, UFC. I don't think they can go after that on trademark. I'm not a lawyer.
yeah, well, it's
I just play one on TV.
yeah, I think it's different enough. And we're not selling tickets. We're not making any money. We're not trying to,
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah, I think it'll
monetary
be
stuff
fine.
going on here. So I don't see it being an issue, but
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem. Yeah, it just reminded me of that. And I was watching the video and I'm like, dude, I gotta sponsor this. I gotta jump in and help. Because to me, it's not, I don't know. I just want to make something special for, I don't know. I don't consider myself a business. Like people have called me a company and a business, and I'm like, I'm just a dude who makes stuff. Like, oh,
yeah, I'm just having fun over here.
I'm just having fun. I'm not making money. Like, this is, pretty much.
Well, to
just
be honest, like
breaking
I
even.
started selling stuff on the Lock Bazaar, and I got this little CNC, and if I make any money off of it, it's just going back into the sport and back into giveaways that I'm going to do and giving back to the community. I'm not doing it to make any money. That's, I own a company for that.
Exactly.
I own a legitimate business that I do for work. So,
and that's, it's just fun. It's, what I charge is to cover the expense of it so I can keep doing it, And,
keep doing it. Broke picks in the
and
house.
do stuff like this, like to be able to help, I don't know. Have we talked about that at all? What, I think I mentioned it, doing prizes.
Oh, for the UFC?
Yeah. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I know what I'm doing, but.
Yeah, no. So from what I understand, are you okay with me putting out? I don't know if we put it out to everybody.
I'll go ahead and say it right now.
Yeah, go ahead. You can let them know.
So I'm doing a big run of Spectre cases, and I'll keep them stocked for the entirety of this. The winner of each month gets a free case from the website, and I might be throwing in some other stuff as well.
And those are the little ones. The Spectre case is a little one like this.
Yep. And then the end, when we get to the finals, the winner of the finals will get a 100% custom Phantom case, which is this one. This one's lime green. Choose whatever color you want. But it's got the pockets, the big zipper. This one's got molle webbing on the back, but there's a lot of other options. For this one, we did zipper pockets on both sides. I'm changing the way I do the handles. We did the handle for Not Too Dead a different way to kind of help give it a little more support for the handcuffs, and I really like the way that that turned out. With his, we did a poker chip window. I wish I could show it. I should have kept it an extra day. But basically, there's little windows that, let's see if I have.
I'm sure NTD will do a mail call on it.
Yeah, yeah. So anyways, there's like windows and stuff like that. So there's a lot of options. So winner of all of it gets to decide what color they want and what options they want. So
Nice. And when are we going to see your EDC go on the website for purchase?
pretty soon. I gotta finish up a couple things. I've got one that I'm working on, and then so front and back, and then the insides of this one. Trying to work out the insides of one of them for. So each one, there's going to be a couple different versions. So one will fit Jimmy Long's, and like Apex and similar size handles. One of them's probably going to be for like Greyhounds stuff. One of them is going to be for Southern, and I'm working with somebody on that one. And nice. I'm gonna reach out to Southern and see if they want to possibly help with that one. And then, I'm kind of seeing what other people want. I'm going to be doing one that is just a gutting kit. So you buy that. Okay. It's got everything you need to gut your locks, shims, the pinning trays, the followers, tweezers, all of it. So
nice.
And I have another one that I've been messing with for when I travel. So one side holds a couple picks and some tension tools, and the other side holds some locks. But anyways, it should be. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to do them in drops, where I do like 5 to 10 of them, put them up, announce them, then move on to the next one, kind of thing. So,
So anyway, if you guys are looking for tool rolls, haven't seen this stuff in person, I bought a couple of them, gave one of them away in my giveaway, kept the other one for myself. Great stuff, good quality. I actually learned sewing when I was in the military doing aviation survival gear. So like I sew my own stuff for, I got tired of paying people. So I bought a heavy duty sewing machine and I sew my patches on my leather vest.
Nice.
I added the buckles onto these, and looking at the quality of what he does and the consistency of it. It's top quality gear at, very fair prices. He could charge double what he's charging, people would pay it. So
thank you.
Go check it out.
So you say I can charge double, huh? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I said people, not me. People.
Nah, it's just a hobby, like I said.
Yeah.
Fun times. I have looked at.
I was impressed by them, man. They're nice.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Very nice.
What kind of sewing machine did you get?
I got Jameen. Is that the brand name?
Oh, Janome? Yeah.
Janome. HD 3000 or whatever the heck it is.
Nice.
So it's a at home, it's not an actual like industrial machine. Yeah, the HD 3000.
Yeah, those are beautiful. I love the black cases that they have.
Yeah, I bought the black edition. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
So, and if nobody's noticed when I do the overhead shots, let me go to my other screen here. It's hard to see right now. I'm going to make myself a little bigger. I don't know if anybody has noticed this, but if I take this stuff out of the way, if you can see this.
Oh yeah, you got the cutting mat.
This whole tray drops down. This is a sewing table.
Oh wow,
It's
Nice.
mine. It's not my wife's. My wife doesn't sew. I do. It's my machine.
Yeah, I it's sewing for me was weird because as I was going up the belt ladder, I was looking at, looking ahead, like, okay, what am I going to do for purple? What am I going to do for brown? What am I going to do for red, black, etc. And I was like, okay, you got to do projects, and like one of them is safe cracking, and that's what most people do. And I'm like, I don't have the patience, like mentally, to sit there and play with the dial that long. I was like, oh, I can make cases, and I was looking at leather working, and I'm like, that seems really hard. And I watched Moki's tutorial on the LPU YouTube channel, and I was like, that doesn't seem too hard.
Yeah.
And so I called my mom, and I was like, hey, can you teach me to sew? And she was like, what? So she did. And yeah, and I started making cases. And I'm an engineer by trade. And to me, sewing is very much an engineering task. So
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out. I kind of decided to take a break. I've been working on for about a month. My brown belt. I've been working on a Primus, Schlag Primus,
Mhm.
and those finger pins. I can't feel anything. Um, I was progressive pinning it, and I would get lucky sometimes and just figure it out. And I'd mapped out where they needed to go, but what I was feeling, I wasn't feeling any feedback, and I just got to the point where I was frustrated after a month of trying it, and I'm like, I need a break. So I
Mhm.
went ahead and put that away, and I pulled out my red belt, my uh, Medico M4, and I'm going to start playing with that. Um, but I still want to, I'll come back to that Schlag eventually, but right now it's kicking my butt. But I want to try and move up through the ranks. I thought I had my purple about a month ago. I picked an SFIC to both control and operating
Mhm.
in a live, and the video met all the posted requirements by the LPU. But when they reviewed it, they're like, well, we don't like it. And granted, some things could have been better, and I could see some of their arguments, but everything they told me that they didn't like wasn't a posted rule. So a little frustrating there. Some clarity would have been nice, but I just
Yeah.
figure I'll just move on. And whenever I pick my red belt, I'll submit
Mhm.
my Medico M3 and my Medico M4, and hey, I want my purple. So I'll get it eventually. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. I
But that
I
that
stopped
brown
after
belt
my
was just
blue.
kicking my butt.
I bought a bunch of the locks. Like I have all the locks for purple and brown, and I stopped. I just uh, I have some opinions on the LPU. I think they're great people. Like in terms of like what they've done is really incredible for lock sport.
Yes. Well, and
But
everybody working there is, they're volunteers. They're doing it on their own time.
exactly,
They're not paid for this. Um,
yeah. But I think some of the stuff I've been seeing, it's kind of like okay. I feel like some of the people that are involved with it probably need to take a step back, maybe take a vacation or something.
yeah.
You know.
When you
But
get those
anyways,
people
yeah,
that they had a hard time coming up, so they now feel it's their job and responsibility to ensure that everybody has a hard time coming up, so they really earn it. And it's like
yeah.
you shouldn't be giving it away, but at the same time, if you make it so hard and so clicky and whatever. But anyway, it's something I enjoy. I enjoy the challenge, and it gave me direction when I first started
For
of what
sure.
I wanted to work toward.
Mhm.
So it's something that I'll do, but it's not like my main focus. And to be honest, I probably got another month, maybe two, of being able to put some decent time into lockpicking. But then as my business picks up this summer, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be doing videos. I'm not going to be picking much. I'm going to, hopefully be able to put an hour or two in a week to maintain my skills. But when my business is booming, I'm making, 75, 80% of my money in that 6 month window. I got to concentrate on work.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Totally understand that.
So, and then as it slows down next year, I'll, start hitting it hard again. And when I've got, I'm home 4 days a week in the winter, I'll be
Mhm.
doing like I did this year when I got into this sport, is just, picking every day.
That makes sense. Yeah. I did something like I work from home. I'm a, like I said, an engineer. We had a product release and last, I don't know, August, September, October, November. It's just been really slow for us. Just waiting on, you know, everything to catch up and get it out to customers, and customers go, okay, this is broken, you need to fix it. So I did the same thing. I just picked and picked and picked. And I think too, like for me, it was like a race for a long time. And I got to blue belt, and I was trying to pick an orange belt lock, and I couldn't. And I was like really starting to get frustrated. Like, why can't I? And I'd asked on Reddit, you know, like, is it better to go wide first and then up, you know? And Georgia Jim gave some really good kind of feedback on that. He's like, you can race all the way to black and then come back and fill in the blanks if you want, but green and blue is where it's at. It's where you learn the most, you know? So I kind of took a step back and started doing that. And then the sewing thing kind of took off.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely want to kind of go back and work on. I've got a green belt, this Chateau C970.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the first ones I ever got. I bought a pack of locks from Greg Potter on Facebook. I still can't get this thing.
Those locks are hard because of the way you have to hold them to do that.
Yeah, well, like some of the paracentric keyways, this Avis 7240. I have a hard time getting the picks in there, trying to figure that one out. I've got a couple, you know, blue belts and brown belts, or sorry, blue and greens that are still pretty challenging for me.
Where are we at? So blue, green. Let's do. Does this count as my blue whale if I do all of this? I'm just curious.
I guess you could put it in. Part of me thought about. I've been practicing for those of you who aren't tracking. I think everyone in the comments that I've seen should be tracking already. Oh, Brian's in the house. What's up? Grouchy Lenny's got that heist challenge coming, and I signed up to be the specialist on my team. So I've got to pick a orange and a green. So I've been practicing on these two. And I got pretty stinking fast on them. In fact, I even put in a speed pick video for this 100G. And I started wondering, part of me thought about reaching out to whoever's run the blue whale. I forget his name. But if I can get this fast with a blue belt as well, the white and the yellow wouldn't be a challenge. And try and see if I can get, I wonder what the record is for a blue whale. I wonder if they have a speed pick record for doing a blue whale.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
And then at some point, I think I'm obviously not there yet, but Nightmare is going to talk about doing a killer whale challenge, doing a white to black.
Yeah.
And he wants to do it in under 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh, good grief. That's crazy. I mean, eagle lock picking. Yeah, you all have at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try that one. That one's not even on my radar. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, I don't know if he made that up or if he, somebody else came up with it or what. So, Cyber Void, thank you, Swamp. Yeah, that's who does the blue whale stuff. Yeah, Brian. To be honest, the 100G. I don't know. I'd say that one's hard orange to an easier green. The one that's really kicks my butt, and everybody I've sent one to kind of says the same thing. I don't know what the heck I did with it. I put it down somewhere, but the Avis 83s that I've been selling on the Lock Bazaar, they're all 0-bitted, and for some reason these things are so stinking hard to pick. I think it's way more challenging than an orange belt should be. It is. You'd think with it being 0-bitted, everything is listed at the top. It should be easy, but it's not. It's only 5 pins, but they're all spools, and that thing's just a bitch.
I might have to try one of those. I don't think I've picked anything that's 0 spools. There we go. There's one.
Oh, here, I'll add one to your pile, Phantasm.
Sweet, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got the 100G, and I'm going to send you one of those abuses.
This is right on. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Really cool.
I appreciate you taking care of all the ULC competitors and taking care of me, man. It's one thing I love about this community is everybody just tries to take care of each other. Everybody's trying to give.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that's blown me away is how supportive the community is, how everybody just like takes care of each other, you know? It's getting dark here. Just realized that.
Now, where are you at? Remind me, you're in Arizona, right?
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix.
Okay.
Or yellow. That was yellow. Almost done. Oh. I think you're supposed to do blue whale in a certain amount of time, right?
So, Swamp Picker, Swamp Picker's got a good story. I'm going to give him Swamp Picker. If you want to join us and share your blue whale story, I'll let you get in here before I share it, or you can just tell me to share it. But technically, blue whale, anytime counts. But let me find my thing. If you want the gold star, so they send you the little patch. But to get the gold star, you have to do it in under 10 minutes, I think, is the time limit.
Oh, okay.
So, but if
Yeah.
you put in a video at all, you're good.
Okay. Well, technically, I think I just.
Yeah. So
I'll just point them to your to your live.
Excellent. Yeah. So you could just send him an email and say, hey, look at the video and say, hey, starting at this time I did this time I opened this one, this time I opened this one. Or if you want, I can pull from it and make you can just pull from it like using a screen capture thing or whatever works, man.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
But yeah, do you know how long that took you? We've been streaming for 47 minutes. So I don't know when you started.
I think I started at the beginning, but a lot of pauses. I'll go back and do it again, I think.
All right. So
later, bro.
Swamp is telling me. See you, bro. Swamp is telling me to share the story. I'll let him put in his time. So I don't know. You may give him a run for your money, but him and I were doing a live and tried to do it. I couldn't get my blue belt. I got through the green in like 3 minutes. But then the blue belt, I sat there for like 45 minutes, couldn't get it and gave up. And then like the next day I was recording it and got it done in like 4 minutes or 3 minutes. I'm like, motherfucker. But Swamp didn't give up. He stayed with it. And he actually got a letter from the guy saying, you were the longest time ever, but here's your blue whale. And it was Swamp put in the time. I don't remember what it was, but a bunch of us have joked. He doesn't have the blue whale. He has the blue snail.
Nice.
So somebody even made him a little logo. It's hysterical. But his time was I want to say 40 something. So depending how long that took, you may have given him a run for longest blue whale.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing. Maybe.
Shows perseverance.
Let's see. Let's go purple. See what happens. I haven't opened any of my purple. I haven't opened a purple yet, so.
Oh no? Okay.
I don't know how long we're doing this for, but 48.23 is the slowest.
Wow. Where the heck? I need to find where I don't know where my purple lock went. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Yep. So I think another M3, but I haven't messed with this thing in a while. I can actually let's see if I can still get this thing.
Is that the SFIC?
No, so this is a SFIC is just it's any SFIC, I think. You can't. I think there are some SFICs that you can even go brown belt on.
Yeah, if they have security pins.
Yeah, but I don't have the tools to take them apart. So I had just a random one I bought off of Amazon. It was an Elox was the brand. And then I got this off of Adam on the Lock Bazaar. This is a Schlag, however that you pronounce that. But no, the only legit purple belt I've done, well, I mean, I guess this is legit if you get it to control and operating, but just a straight orange belt is, or purple, geez, if I could talk, is a Medico M3.
Okay. I've got a Medico original that I bought that
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out the feeling of how the pins turn.
Okay.
And then I've got a ASA Max Plus restricted.
Okay. Yep.
The,
I got one of those for, I haven't picked it yet, but I got one of those for my pack lock bodies that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. I've got the Aero SFIC. I've got a Illinois Duo. This is actually a brown belt. I got a gold P for when I go that way.
Okay.
Hang on one second. I got to turn on a little light. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know if that helped.
And are you supposed to be getting one of Green Tools cutaways? Have you messed with those yet?
I haven't. I want to. I really want to. Because he's got the. I think if I could see how it's going, it would be a lot easier. I need to just sit down and figure
So
it
I
out.
can tell you what I learned when I was doing it. What really helped me was I went through and obviously took it apart and kind of that was the first lock I really had to progressive pin to learn how it worked. But I kind of mapped out. If you can see here, the front pin is left side forward. The second pin is straight across. The third pin is left side forward. Fourth pin's right side forward, so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just so I knew what I needed to do. And you can just, I mean, you can look at the lock and look at the bitting on it and see which way each is supposed to go. And then I knew which ones had, barrels and mushrooms and standards. But what finally clicked for me was I was using let me grab it here. I was using an Apex gem hook.
Mm-hmm.
See if this kind of shows. So it's got that little bit of a point on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I would do is grab something to kind of draw here. So on the bottom of the pins, some kind of the points in the back,
Right.
some the points in the front, and some I think the only ones in the middle are like the originals. Once you start getting into the biaxials and the M3s, the newer ones, they're either fore or aft. But what I'd do is as I'd stick this in, I would just kind of go back and forth across real fast, just bump, 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 bump.
Mm-hmm.
And what that would tell me is if it was in the gate, if I had it rotated properly, that pin would jiggle just ever so slightly. So I couldn't, if I hit it and it was kind of binding,
Mm-hmm.
I know I wasn't in the gate. So I might have to loosen up tension and, say this one I needed to have the left side forward, I would rotate my pick to the right to push it in and then left and drag it back, right, push it in, left, drag it back, and keep doing that until I kind of worked it around. Maybe even, say the left side needed to be up, I'd go left side and start lifting a little bit. And then I'd release tension and let it drop back down. But once I had all 6 pins where I could go in and out and just you'll definitely feel when they're in rotated properly and that sidebar, all the gates are in.
Mm-hmm.
So usually what I was doing, I was going counterclockwise. So the sidebar is what bound up first. So once I got all those, I'd hit the bottom piece, the little button on the side, this piece, the key on the M3. You won't have that on your original. But I get that, and I get a solid click and just the smallest false set, a little rotation. And then I knew I had them all picked, and all I had to do was start working on I'd switch to a flat, a flat
Oh,
pick.
gotcha. Yeah.
And then I would start picking the actual pin stacks, and it was just a matter of picking those. But that was what a couple weeks of learning. What really clicked with me was just ever so slightly just hitting the chisel tip. And if it would, just bounce a little bit, you could tell it was loose. It just had a very distinct feel.
I'll have to try that. Let's do that. Brian was saying, Medicos could be brown now. They recently updated them now, purple and brown. I'm gonna have to look into that because
So yeah, there's medicos that are blue belts. There's medicos that are I know there are medicos that are brown belts. It just depends how they're pinned and which model it is.
well, I believe they just updated.
Well, this M4 is a red belt.
Right, yeah. I'm picking with. Okay, so
All right, I'm gonna pull up that website. I want to see. All right, so the Medico biaxial 4-pin, the Medico original cam lock, and the Medico bilevel are all brown or blue. Sorry, M4 is red. The biaxial cam lock and the M3 cam lock, 4 or more pins is brown. Medico Duracam is brown. Okay, here we go. So the Medico original biaxial and M3. If you have 5 pins or more, it's a purple belt. If you have 6 pins or more, but 4 of the key pins have to have false gates. So like this M3, this has 6 pins, but I have 0 false gates. So this is still a purple.
So I gotta gut it to see if it has it.
So if I were to get replacement pins that had false gates in them, but I'll just mess with my M4 here.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Green Tools and see. So I think if I could see it while I'm doing it, I think it would be fairly easy, even though I know I'm not supposed to do that. But.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is, as a learning tool, like the cutaway, like if I pick this one, that's a white belt. It's considered any lock with any tool, but because you can see, it's no longer, it's no longer considered the ranking it was. Definitely helps. I wish I'd had one when I was learning mine. Yeah, good to learn with. I've got trying to remember what else he sent me here, and I've got another package coming, but I've got I think this is just an original, an older style original that I need to take apart and clean up. It's all bound up inside dirty. And then he sent me one of the M3 LFICs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been, I'll throw his lives on while I'm working.
Oh yeah, especially when he's just sitting there looking at him and talking with him. I love the guy, but I'll watch that for a little bit. But man, if he is milling stuff, if he's actually working on them, I can just leave that on and ASMR that all day.
Exactly.
Yeah, love them. So, but yeah, I'll play with some of my stuff. Let's play with the one I haven't opened.
Did you progressively pin yours at all?
Yes, I did. So what I started with to learn, because I didn't have the cutaway yet, was I basically just put in the first pin and just picked the first pin over and over and over until I got a feel for what it was like. And then I did 2 pins, then I did 3 pins. And I think once I did the 4 pin, I didn't do 5. I just put them all in. I'm like, okay, I've got up to 4. I know what I'm supposed to be feeling. Let's just do this.
Yeah, I want to get one of those lockjaw mats too. Rob was just talking about that.
Yeah. Well, and something else I did is I bought a silicone.
Oh, nice.
Like one of the things you put down in your kitchen for a hot pot, the pot mat or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I just super glued it on, and then I just took a knife and cut it around, and it doesn't move as much anymore. It's much more stable.
Yeah, Sarah, they do. They glow in the dark.
Oh, was she asking about the? Yeah, here.
Yeah, it's he's got some really cool gear. I know people have talked about some of the patches take a while to get and stuff, but I'm like, he's got a day job like a lot of us. So
there we go. All right, let's see if I can get this thing to There you go,
There you
Sarah.
That's really
Rawr.
cool.
I'm a dinosaur. Rawr.
I don't think I'm feeling much in there right now. I will definitely have to work on that. I think I'll progressively pin it and see. Maybe I will go for my purple.
Yeah, the medical was definitely a challenge. That's the first lock that I really felt like, I was very proud of when I got my American 1100. I was very proud when I got my um, 98 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Those are definitely kind of hallmark, um, locks to hit in your journey. And I know some people, never even get to them. So I was very
Yeah.
proud of those. But the Medico was the first lock I ever picked where I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get to the point where I've done something that most people haven't done, and even people that are more advanced than me. I know black belts who are like, dude, I've never messed with Medicos, and I never will. Those things are a nightmare.
Yeah.
And it's a niche. It's kind of an offshoot of. They're so unique that it takes you a while to learn them. And I'm not saying that anybody who's got a black belt could learn one of these. Just are they willing to put in the time and energy to learn these?
Right. Yeah. I've heard though that once you know how to do one, the rest of them are not hard, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
I've picked this one, but every time I do it, I'm trying to show off. So I set it on its side. So instead of
Oh yeah,
picking
yeah,
what
yeah.
I normally do, I'm on my side, and it's just it feels weird, but I'm trying to show off green stuff. Uh, my wife's making faces at me. No, hit me with the candy bar. Abuse. Live audience is gonna. She's over there with a friggin' rolled up or one of those Toblerone things.
Oh.
Beat me with it.
Face at me. Rude.
But yeah, part of me, I need to put in some more time on some of my medicos, but I definitely feel like now that I've got the gist of it, the M4 I think is going to be a little different. So most of them, the original, the biaxial, and the M3, are very much. Most of them are supposed to be. I haven't picked enough to know, but I've watched enough videos. A lot of people say that 90% of them. If you go counterclockwise, you're going to bind up the locking bar first and then the pins. If you go clockwise, it'll be pins first, then the locking bar. Apparently, the M4 is a little different, just the way it works, because the locking bar it's basically an M3 or an original. It doesn't have the little push button on the bottom like the M3 does, but the sidebar also has 4 finger pins. In addition to rotating the main pins, you also have finger pins that have to be lifted.
Oh,
So,
geez.
like in the Primus, the finger pins have to be, rotated. They have to be moved front or back and lifted. These just have to be lifted, but the main pins have to be rotated. But man, that Primus, that thing's been messing with me. It doesn't even have any security pins. It's 6 standard pins, but the machining is so tight that just getting those, I had to progressive pin that for a week just to get to the point where I could semi-consistently pick the main stacks before I even worried about the side pins. And the side pins, the most I've been able to pick is 3. If I've got 3 of them in there, sometimes I can get it. It's got 5 side pins. I haven't even got 4 side pins once. I can't feel what the heck's going on in that thing. So definitely a challenge. Grab. Let's try this original. We're going to blast a ton of Houdini in here and see if we can't get this thing working a little better and then try it.
Bye, Sarah.
And again, everybody, if anybody wants to join in, pinned at the top of the conversation is the invite. You're welcome to hop in here and play with us. Oh, Sarah's taking off. Cool. Have a good one, Sarah. Yeah, it's got to be friggin' like 1 a.m. over there for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to do the night watch patch, and I'm like, because I'm on, well, right now I'm on Mountain Standard Time. I'm always on Mountain Standard Time. We never change. We don't do daylight savings here. So
Gotcha.
pretty soon it's going to be like I'm on West Coast time. And I was trying to figure out like, okay, do I do it when I get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning? Just jump on then because, everybody else will be awake. Or do I just go for it in the middle of the night and see who jumps on?
Yeah, I think when I did it, Swamp Picker and I had scheduled to do it together, and then just sheer dumb luck, he got invited to do it like 2 days prior to that. He happened to jump on with a bunch of guys and knocked it out, but he joined me. We did it 11 at night for me, which is midnight for him in Florida. But we just got on and BS, and you just have to make sure you stay on camera. You can't fall asleep and you can't disappear.
Yeah. I was thinking I'd probably go through my lock collection and talk about my pick collection.
There you go.
That should take about a half hour.
Well, the nice thing is if you do it with somebody, we've been on for over an hour. So if you just do it at the right time and just talk,
makes it easy.
Yeah, this thing's too gummed up. I actually need to disassemble it, like clean it out. It feels very gritty, even getting the key in there. Wow. Hey, somebody else with dogs that bark. Nice.
Oh, you heard her?
Yeah, I'm always laughing. My dogs are always going nuts in the background.
She's one of the best dogs I think I've ever had.
Rob, Medical Primus. Medical Schlag had a kid. His name's
Yeah, I've never done Schlag stuff. I thought about going back and getting like all the way from like white belt up and door locks and messing with those.
What's up, Transparent? Dark Wolf's in the house. Rob Picks is here. Yeah, I want to. I was talking with Nightmare, and he was saying that, like moving forward, the ones I haven't done yet is I still need to pick it, but I finally, oh my gosh, I've been working on basically since I started. I saw the video Sandman put out, and I'm trying to do all of the the pack lock kick 1As, populate them all, and man, finding the blue and the purple was just a pain in the ass. But I finally got a blue. What did I get? Is an Abus of some kind that I found on clearance online. But the keyway on this thing is just nasty.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get my screen to focus here.
That's crazy looking. Yeah, some of them are weird. Like,
so it's really tied up top. But anyway, I need to pick that one. But Nightmare was telling me that he had figured out a path where my first black belt I'm going to try is I've got an ASA, the 600 or 6000 twin, whatever that one is. I think it's a 6000 twin. And he was saying basically you can progress through. You start with the purple belt, which is the ASA Max Plus Restricted, and you work your way up into, as you go, there's ASAs all the way up.
Yeah.
That kind of do the same thing. Like when I look at my keys for let me pull them out. You can see on both these keys, they both have bidding for side pins, but the Max Plus Restricted doesn't have any side pins. So the idea being if you get locks that are bidded the same, the exterior door to your manufacturing facility, hospital, government building, whatever, can be much more expensive and harder to pick, 6,000 twin. But then all the interior doors, the door to my office inside the building could be a Max Plus Restricted, but the key will do both. I'm like, that's
Nice.
kind of smart. That's cool.
So I should probably talk to a locksmith around here and see if the Max restricted I have, if we can get one with the side pins as well. That way
Get a
it's the same.
6,000 twin that matches
Yeah.
that key. Yeah.
Yeah. Or vice versa, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I was reading something yesterday. People were talking about how, the belts get more and more expensive. And I'm like, there's ways to do it cheaper. I mean,
Well, it doesn't have to be like if you're trying to do like my most expensive one is this red belt. To be honest, I don't even know if I would have bought it yet.
Mhm.
But my son got it for me for Christmas. But I was trying to get the kick cylinder. But this
Mm.
M4 was, $180 lock. But most of my locks were 20, 30, maybe $40.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there are
and
plenty of
that's-
locks out there that are 100, 200 a piece. And
Well, and that's
you know,
like with the
avoid those.
ACEs, and because I was going to go all the way up with ASA. I want to do
Okay.
the entire belt ladder just on pin tumblers.
That's
and
what I'm
then-
trying to do too.
Then
And then I'll come
eventually
back
go
and start
back.
messing with dimples and
Mhm.
yep.
Yeah, because like the Mindy, you can get that for under $20. I got this one at Home Depot. It's the Quickset Smart Key. I probably
I
am gonna
couldn't get that.
couldn't get that. Did you
No,
do the
so-
shim thing?
Yeah, so let me see if they're still over here. I tried making out of my my original picks years ago when I first thought about getting into it.
Mhm.
And I bought a pick set off Amazon and then didn't do anything with them. I bought the Gosos like a bunch of us did. Well, I'd bought them or taken some of those and clipped the
Oh yeah. Yeah,
tips
yeah.
off and started. I mean, I was taking a file and making it thinner and shaping it. And I just, no matter what I did, I couldn't get in the side to get in there. And I'd finally done it so many times and trying to force my way in that I'd actually damaged the internals of the lock. And I'm like, that's the only challenge to that lock is making the tool and getting in the side. Picking it's not hard, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to go buy another $10, $20 lock, mess it up, buy another $10, $20 lock, mess it up. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I bought this one, I think it was like $18 at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I haven't
Yeah,
even tried it yet. I like most of my purple belts, I just didn't even try them. I mean, the Mindy is still in the box. I watched Greyhound with his tool and everything, and I'm like, oh, I should just make one of those and try it. But
Yeah. Well, and that's part of why I'm holding off on my Mindy is I want to get one of those tools that'll hit both sides so I have a better chance of not flipping all the discs in here.
yeah,
So, but yeah, some of the stuff, I mean, just keep your eye out. I've got a brown belt Medico cam lock that I found on Amazon or
Mhm.
sorry, on Facebook Marketplace, $20.
nice. Cheaper than the one I bought. And I didn't get a key with mine. I got
I feel kind of bad. I got a bi-level
Mhm.
from the local locksmith. He gave it to me, but it was both sides. So when I disassembled it, I had two kick cylinders, but only one key. And I'm trying to remember whether it was Greyhound or Cheese and Grits. I think Cheese and Grits is the bi-level. He really likes them. So I sent him the other half. He's like, man, this is going to be hard without the key. I'm like, well, here's all the numbers and stuff. And we got a hold of the local locksmiths and they're like, well, where's your license for that? I'm like, what do you mean? They go, these are restricted locks without the license for that serial number. I can't legally make you a key for it. I can't even copy the one you got. I'm like, oh, alrighty then.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So I know that's part of like the Medico ones is, trying to get a Medico key cut. If you don't have the card showing that is, you purchased that lock, they're not going to cut anymore for you.
Yeah.
So high security stuff, that's the way she goes.
They got to keep those Taco Bells safe.
Right.
I've been collecting some lever locks. That's probably
Nice.
the
I
next.
got my first one. I think it was Wild Billiam. He sent extra locks for my giveaway,
Mhm.
and included in it was I think it's new manufacturer, but it's made in Indonesia. Meant or
Nice.
India,
Yeah.
meant to look older. But just sits here with all my stuff, and it's cool. But I don't even have the picks to mess with lever locks, but yeah, that one, two of those, my wife would love the heart and the turtle. She would go nuts for those.
Yeah, I got this when I was in San Diego. There was a little French shop, and my wife was like, I was standing outside while she was poking around in there. And she goes, they got a bunch of padlocks. And I was like, wait, what? So, of course, I had to go in and I saw it and I was like, I got to have that.
Yeah.
Allegedly, all of these work. This one, they were telling me the turtle, you actually have to move the head while you're doing it for it to open. Otherwise, it won't open. So the key by itself is not
You've
enough.
got to give it head to make
Yeah,
it
you got
work.
to give it head. Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the fish one, just a standard. And then I bought the Squire, had them ship it over. So.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to make the tools. I was looking at piano wire earlier, and I've been watching. Was it Nigby and what's the other guy's name? There's another guy from the UK, I think, that he does a bunch of tool videos, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
I think I can figure it all out. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. I bet you somebody in the chat knows.
Probably. All righty.
All right. Well,
I think I'm going to call it, bud. I appreciate everybody coming out to
Yep.
join us. I will get these locks and the short story out to you for your perusal
Awesome,
and
thank you.
enjoyment if you want. But I'll get the video uploaded and released tonight so everybody can see it.
Awesome. Yeah, that was great, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks
My
for having
pleasure.
me on.
Thanks for playing, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you bet.
anytime.